Damn, so Punisher's all up in the chat now. Right here, Leeym Kessler, I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce his name, on Punisher Skateboards website as a team rider. That's right, Punisher Skateboards chiming in on this. We got Leeym Kessler, one of their riders that actually commented and is talking smack. Let's read what this fool has to say. It states that all Chad ever does is run his mouth and try to make a name for himself through other successions or failure. In this instance, and Carlos needs to take accountability. This isn't that big of a deal. What the F? So since when is essay to a minor not serious? Bro, anything that happens with a minor should be taken 100% like serious. Like it should not be thrown under the rug. It should always be dealt with. But from what I understand, this girl was not a minor. She was actually an adult. But that doesn't excuse any facts. So if Carlos did indeed do what Nigel's claiming he did, then he should be held accountable. But the thing is, if it was truly an accident, then this should just all be blown out of proportion and is absolutely crazy, and everyone's just getting in on it. He continues to state, like that's someone's effing child that was entrusted under the supervision of this so-called adult. And when not only did he touch her, but he's working around children while under the influence. That's the thing, yo. You're just going off of what Nigel's saying. Alright, so what I understand is that this wasn't even like a skateboard lesson or a how-to thing. They were just skating together. And we're all going off of what Nigel is saying. And, Carlos stated that it was an accident. It was either an accident or it did happen, and he needs to be held accountable if it wasn't an accident. And then you're saying working around children while under the influence? Well, from what I understand, I'm not going to mention any names, but there are a ton of skaters that I'm aware of and know about, including in this realm of what's going on, that have actually been under the influence, not only under drugs, but alcohol, and actually teaching kids and working with kids, as well as other things that involve, like, adult content around and promoted towards kids. So it's funny that this guy Liam is talking about this from Punisher, where Punisher was recently exposed back in the day for having, a amateur on star working along with him. He then continues to say, "Nah, man, that S don't sit right with me. MF needs to be exposed for the monster he is, and all the influencers are given a bad name by taking advantage of their fans, and S needs to stop. Do better, people, or just F off." Well, this is the thing, Liam. I don't even know why you're commenting on this. I don't know why a lot of people do. That's the thing, is a lot of people are entitled to their opinion, and everyone has an opinion about everything, even though they don't know the facts. Heck, I don't even know the facts. I'm just going off of what Nigel said, what all these YouTubers are making videos on, and what Carlos said. At least I actually contacted Carlos to hear what he had to say. A lot of people were saying that I was giving him softballs and basically agreeing with him. And that's the thing. What am I supposed to do? Go after him, attack him, bash him, and then him not want to speak out? Like, he didn't even want to speak out to begin with. I was lucky to even have him talk about what was going on and give his side of the story, where nobody else has even given him the benefit of the doubt. And that's, like I said, is if he actually did do what Nigel's claiming and not what he's stating was an accident, then he should be held responsible and held, accountable for his actions, and definitely needs to face the consequences. The last thing I ever thought would be Leeym Kessler from Punisher, a dude I don't even know, chiming in on this and talking smack. But I will admit he does have a good point about all the influencers are giving a bad name by taking advantage of their fans, and it does need to stop. I 100% agree. The only reason why I got involved in this was because I thought, hey, I dealt with the Fetty situation. There was actual photos, proof. The girl came forward. There was a police investigation, and Fetty didn't even want to talk about it. He just blocked everyone and just said that I got a lawyer. I'm going silent, and anybody that does this stuff, I'm going to be suing you. Well, at least Carlos came forward and spoke up. I'm not giving him props for that. I'm just stating at least he did that, and he's owning up to a lot of things. If he's lying, it's going to come out eventually. But what if he's not lying? Then Nigel, just basically made all these false accusations to make him look bad, and all these people are jumping on the bandwagon. I just don't understand how people can go, look, Fetty's innocent, even though there was all this stuff, and bash people for talking about it. And then Carlos, on the other hand, at least came out and talked, and there's nothing there except for what Nigel's saying for now. And we'll have to wait and see what happens. Liam is right though in the fact that this influencers are giving skateboarders and skateboarding this bad image, this bad rep, and they're just milking it. And that's the thing is like people can say that I'm milking the situation. Heck, my video with Carlos only got a couple thousand views. It's not even monetized. I actually demonetized it. But then you have other YouTubers and influencers that are doing this, only using snippets of it and making sure it's past the 8-minute mark so they can fully monetize it with maximum ads, and they don't even care really about the situation other than getting views to make money. But unfortunately, the fans don't see that. They just gobble it up and go after it. And for anyone that thinks that I was doing it for views, nah, I could care less about the views. I can do other videos on other things to get views. I just thought, you know what? I'm going to contact Carlos, see what he has to say. And I already knew that these other influencers and YouTubers were going to jump on it, take the video without my permission, make videos on it, trying to make it seem like they're the good guys when all they're doing is being cloud goblins, trying to take, like get more views and get, their fans all riled up and create like this whole like two sides. People either believe Carlos or they don't, and it's like they're like hate army. 100% cloud goblins because Dan, this other YouTuber, makes videos on topics from like 4 or 5 years ago just to rile everyone up to get views, and it just causes more stuff. And like I said, if Carlos indeed did all this stuff, he needs to be held accountable. But if it was simply an accident, then Nigel, man, you should watch out because what you're doing is actually illegal. And then now getting all these other people involved, it's just absolutely crazy. So, we'll give Carlos the benefit of the doubt for what he said. But like I said, if he is in fact lying and it does get proven, he does need to face the consequences. And all I did was give him a platform to speak out, and you can take that interview whatever way you want. Damn, the last thing I ever thought was a Punisher team rider would come out of the woodworks and start talking smack in the chat. So there we go. Just wanted to make a little video kind of giving Leeym Kessler his 5 seconds of fame because it seems like, being on Punisher isn't really doing much for him or any of the other team riders at this moment. I love the dude's comment where he's saying that everyone's giving a bad name by taking advantage of their fans. Sounds similar to what Punisher did with myself after 4 years of dedication towards their company and promoting them and taking all the negative flack and hate over the years from everyone, and then them also taking advantage of their fans. But that's a whole nother thing. So, bro, you know, all the power to you for commenting. Like I said, everyone's got an opinion, everyone's got an a-hole, but that doesn't mean you should be sharing it with everyone. And people need to actually know the facts and the whole story, not just little snippets. Oh, Nigel said this, Nigel claimed that. There's no proof, there's no nothing, it's just Nigel's word. Carlos at least said some stuff. Then they're saying it's a child. From what I understand, 18 in California is an adult. So if you're an adult, why is everyone saying that he's a pedo and then also claiming that he's like doing stuff to kids when it's not? And that's the problem with the he said, she said without any evidence or proof or nothing. It just causes a big mess and everyone just starts chiming in with all this stuff. And like I said, in the Fetty Potter situation, at least the victim came out and was very brave about it and spoke out and told the truth about what happened on their side of the story. And the thing is everyone just completely ignored things that they said and just went Fetty's innocent. And they all say Fetty's innocent because he wasn't criminally charged and that she got caught lying about her age. She admits that in the video. If you guys actually watch it, she admits that she lied to him, but then later on told him her actual age and he still pursued it. So that's the main point. And people just miss that. They just only want to hear what and believe what they want. So I just want to say thanks to Leeym Kessler for commenting on the video, and I just had to make everyone aware that Punisher is now in the chat. And just like the other writers and Dave Smith, they end up talking all this smack and then blocking you without even being able to respond. It's just absolutely hilarious how these people work. If you're going to talk smack and give your opinion, the least you can do is give somebody the opportunity to respond without blocking them. The last thing I'm going to say in this video before I end it is that the Punisher skateboard team looks very diverse and mixed gendered and accepting of everyone and anyone.